Greetings, and welcome to the Trovian Showcase. I shall be your host, Insipid Von Money Currency. Where are we, and what are we investigating? There are locales within this fine world of ours, known as Shadow Towers. Within these Shadow Towers are a great many levels, rooms, bosses, creatures in need of our assistance and or destruction. Herein, we will be observing the Spike Walker. To get through the Shadow Tower, one must pass through several portals, several levels, and defeat the obstacles therein. Classic. As ever, cursed skulls. Always did prefer the cursed fireplace, but hey, no two ways about it. Let's get this taken care of. How do you start this thing up? Going over, you can press E, or alternatively, you can shoot the hell out of it. There are, worthy of note, 3 separate levels of difficulty for these rooms. There is normal, there is hard, and there is ultra. Normal is for people new to the game, for people looking to enjoy themselves a little bit with some cathartic destruction of enemies. And for noobs, such as myself. Hard is for people who are further into the game, looking for a challenge, and are ready to reap the greater rewards. Ultra is for psychopaths and people with way too much time on their hands, complete fucking losers. It's a lie. Ultra is for absolute badasses who are prepared to really put it on the line and get the job done. We will not be showing off Ultra today. It is somewhat beyond us. However, in the interim, we can go ahead and show off, yet again, more cursed fireplaces. Marvelous. To note, this is the Spike Walker chain, but inside, look at these marvelous structures. For a sequence of rooms meant to lead up to our enemy, these are very pretty. Chandeliers, more cursed skulls, fucking typical. And it's really just aesthetically pleasing in its design. Far too pleased with it for my own good, and getting to move right along. The design of one's cage is always a point of interest. It is presumed that these creatures are confined to these structures. They are trapped herein. That you don't find them engaging in leisure of any kind. They are trapped in these giant rooms filled with lava and suck. This is not a place that you just decide to live. And if you're trapped inside cursed skulls, you're trapped here. This is a prison. As to why we keep dropping on by to ruin their entire day with more damage, death, and destruction is somewhat beyond me. However, there are incentives and rewards for doing so, and as good little murder towns, we are obliged to drop on by. Very good. Chest magically appears, provides us with loot, and we move on. What a strange life we lead. And here we are. Final room of one of the chains, often very large, often very empty, and we are going to go ahead and invite the Spike Walker to show on up. However, we are not going to immediately attempt to take it down. We are going to observe its sequence of attacks, attempting to not murder it. As you can see, as it moves around, it drops a layer of spikes on the ground. It can then curl up and shoot spikes, large spikes outward. It has a slam attack, noted therein, wherein it drops what appears to be spike balls, and makes more spikes to lay on the ground. It does not appear that these spikes are destructible, or alternatively, that they leave during the course of the fight. One may presume that if the fight went on long enough, the entire room would be covered in these spikes. Get away from me, sir. I don't want to murder you. Again. Oh! There is one more... there's one more sequence of actions that the Spike Walker does tend to engage in, wherein it will curl up and then roll at you very aggressively. It's very unkind, very angry. Again, and then right here. Fair point. The Shadow Tower Vault. There's things you need to keep in mind. First and foremost, you need to be of the correct power rank. You'll note it in the top left. To be able to open this and receive loot. Very nice. Secondly, if you look in the, right there, there's a purple key that one can use to open this up. We're not going to do that here. Do that another time. However, in doing so, by holding down the button, it will open up and provide you with items. There are multiple reasons to engage in a Shadow Tower run. You were provided with loot. You were provided with XP. Very important. And you gain access to this right here. The Shadowy Market. More on that another time. However, herein you can get gem boxes and other such goodies. You will see here an interim room. You have finished the tower and you've come here. You gain access to personal chest, loot collector, trade post, and the ability to refill your potions. Very fine. That concludes our run of the Spike Walker. Until next time.